Well, hello everyone. This is Jurgita with Stitches and Coffee with Jurgita, and today is the August 31st. And first of all, I want to say hello and welcome to the all of you, especially those who've stumbled accidentally on this channel and this video. And I hope you will enjoy watching this, especially if you like to watch something about the cross stitching, needlework, and hobbies like that. But if you're my constant subscriber and especially commenter, thank you again for tuning in and checking out me and what I do, and leaving interesting comments about certain projects that I stitch. And as you can see, I stitch on all kinds of projects. But today is last day right before my usual yearly game. So this is what I came up for this year's my game, that I usually use my little cube to roll to see which project I'm gonna work on. So as always, I try to pick something smaller that possibly I could finish it in those 3 months. So December is left to kind of wrap it up and catch up on some other things that I wanted to do. And besides six that I'm playing on, there's always going to be the ones that I play stitch on monthly, so I'm going to show you those. So let's start from beginning and see which is going to be which is marked. And I try to go like which ones were the oldest so I can wrap it up and do it. Let's go. So the first number is marked for me. It's an Easter egg by Riolis. This kit came in the box with a wooden egg and everything you needed to stitch and do it. So let's see, this is not very big. There's no specific name for it. It just says Easter egg, and there's several more that you can choose from, and there's more in that collection. You just look by the article by Riolis, and it says B195. So I've done all the stitching so far. It's a stitch on 25 count over 1, and it has a bead, it has a back stitch, it has like a golden thread, which I'm sure it's not a cryonic. So this stuff is stitched. The only thing is left to do is for me right now is to find the egg where I stashed it, and then use just the beads and attach, well, fold this over and attach the beads on the top and the bottom. So beads so far are in the separate bags. It has a needle in here, so there's a green, lots of golden colors, and there's that off-white kind of color, so you can see where it's gonna be. I've never done something like this, so I'm a bit nervous to do, especially since it has to be like more tighter to do, so the egg wouldn't slide that much. So that's number one. Of course, it's always like I'm pulling out for video or want to stitch on something and some parts of it hiding. In this case is the egg, the one hiding. So anyway, this is my number one, and I've started this long ago. It's actually at the end of May of 2019. That's why I thought I should include that in my 3 months to the finish line game, so I can finally finish it. Hopefully it's not going to be that hard, especially once I start. So it's time for that to finish off. The second one is the one I started this year, and I want to finish all of this year with the stitching at least, and that would be my wedding confections under number 2 by Meridian Designs. And there's a 3 different size biscorners, and I started that. Let's see if I can find it. You talk amongst yourselves. Well, okay, on May 1st, 2023. And I have two big, two top bottom ones done. And I'm gonna show you just a portion. So here is the biggest biscornu, top and the bottom. On the bottom just needs to have a names of the newlyweds and the date. for the wedding to be stitched, and this is the medium size biscornu. One part up there is another, so there's lot, it's gonna be stitched here, smallest parts, and I have to stitch the words in here, and that's what's gonna be done. And then what will be left is just to put it all together. So I'm hoping that it's not gonna be too hard. I've never sewn together biscornu piece, so hopefully when I go to class at the Needlework Galleria, I'll be working on a not a timeless, is it Timeless Treasures, Texture Treasures class on about the biscornu with some specialty stitches that I could figure out then how maybe there's some tips and tricks how to put it easier together. But anyway, I need to finish stitching here. I'm sure it's not going to take a very long time. I love how those beads shine in light. And there's, for the buds and the green leaves, there's some silk threads. I had it as a kit purchased from the designer at one of the Galleria shows, probably, yeah, last year. And it's not much left to do, like I said. Let me make a noise. So there's all kinds of threads still left. Some of them, like I said, is a silk threads, and you can tell where it's a silk thread. And then we'll be the sewing it all together. And there's a topper. Topper is going to be this one little bouquet. I don't know, is that of polymer clay or just regular colored clay, but this is what came with the kit. And I need to finish it by the end of this year. So that's gonna be my number 2 project. And number 4 is this one, Dark Shadows by Sue Hillis Designs. And I've stitched on a suggested fabric. I've done in the past 4 pieces. So I just had this, I think, is that the Wigs Dye Works fabric. So it's very, as you can see, flimsy, very stretchy in all kinds of points. So I need really to have it tight in the loop. And you can tell how it's uneven because the fabric was cut very uneven. But I still was, since it's for small pieces, was using the extra fabric, or I don't know if that's less in that side or extra on that side, but I was just kind of playing around in there. So you see 4 designs in here and 2 more left to do. Let's see, we have this one, Hocus Pocus, the chandelier, and the boo. So what's left is this Trick or Treat and this candelabra, I guess, with the candles lit. So those 2 designs left, and it's being stitched over one fabric thread. So hopefully I can finish stitching because it's also one of the older designs. I can't remember exactly when I started, but it needs to be done. And as you can see, there's not a lot of colors needed for this. So hopefully I can do one at a time, although there's quite a bit stitching gonna be because it's over one. So we'll see. Hopefully I can finish by the end of the year. So that would be my number 3. All right, so number 4, I've started this year because I was going through many magazines this year, and starting, it's from this magazine, just in case you wanted to check it out. It's from November, December of 1987, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. And I'm working on this nutcracker here, and let's see what I have so far. So far I don't have a lot. As you can see, just like a crown, black part, and a golden one here, and a little bit like a mustache of his, and eyes, and the beard, I don't know, that white part, it's, I don't know if it's considered beard, and a little bit hair white. So there's still quite a bit left to do. The whole body, that's going to be then rounded up into this 3D kind of looking toy. So I'm hoping to finish it this year also. And the sun is starting to shine in here. So that would be my number 4. Now number 5 is one of my oldest also, Dracula Tissue Box by Mary Maxim as a kit. I started in 2019. Let me pull it out, the thing. So what's supposed to look like, don't look at this grayish kind of khaki stuff because it's not true. Where I have a box, it's supposed to be gray, also dark gray color. And I have like all the parts in here, and the only thing that's left to do, like you can see Dracula's head like here, for example. Ooh, up close. So I have a fangs even, and like a nose shape, and the eyes as a French knot. The only thing is left to do is like this size, which would be, I think maybe even this RIP part, a little bit of like on one side, I think also handles to backstitch. Bat eyes need to do done as a French knot, a little bit of the backstitching done on this part, and put it all together. So whip stitch kind of with the edges, because right now it's just a little parts, and it's being stitched on a 7-count mesh plastic canvas with acrylic yarn. So that's what I'm hoping to finish this year, because like I said, I started in 2018 and it's time to do it. I don't think I'll be able to finish it before this Halloween. It's for tissues, like you see coming out of his guts. But there's always could be helpful, right? So, and here is a number if you are interested, 22464. So that I marked as a number 5. And a number 6, if it comes up in the row, is also one of the old ones, but I've been doing it slowly, piece by piece, those ornaments. And let me pull out what I have on them. Where are they hiding? I know I had them. And here what it came in, it's from AliExpress as a Amish shop, I should say, as a kit. Original was by Dimensions. Let me see if I can get this light disappear. Okay, hopefully it's better. So like I said, originally it was made as a kit by Dimensions, and it's been out of print for a long time, and it used to be called Timeless Elegance Ornaments, and I've done 5 of them, and the only one was left, the number 6. And this is what I have. I started not that super long ago, this summer, and partially done. So I think I might have like a, including some of the back stitching, I have maybe 3,000 left. I would have to check when once I start stitching. And there's gonna be some beads and a little golden ribbon that was included in the kit put in, and I use, like this is one example, and I use invisible thread to attach this little ribbon, flatten this, attach a ribbon, and you can see golden threads, like I think I use a Kreinik instead of what was in the kit. And so that's what it looks like. Then I would have to cut them out and figure out what other side I want to use, what kind of fabric, because I'm not going to use the same stitchy fabric for the back sides, to get something to make it more like a poofier 3D version. But the main thing right now first is to stitch it, and this is what it looks like right now. It has some blends, it has with 2 threads stitching, so there's still a little bit more work to do. So that was my number 6 piece, and I figured if I finish one of them, then I have a couple extra left to work on, or if suddenly one of them disappears. So one again was from the magazine, and now where did it go? It hit for me again. And one part I've done it. It's those two called My in Her Kerchief and I in My Cap by Shoefly Needle Art Designs. And I've done a boy, but this is for the girl, and it's from 2019 Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament magazine. Like I've done already this over one stitched. You see this pair right here. And like I said, I've done the boy, and what's left is the girl to do. There's several of them from this magazine that I want to stitch, and that's what I need to do. I haven't even started the girl, as you can see, just the canvas left, plastic canvas. So I want to start and finish it, finish her as a possibility. So that would be one of the replacements for those 6 pieces if I finish it. And another one, I thought, since it was one of my oldest, Garden of Semiramis by Modern Twist Embroidery, and I started that in 2018. So far it's the second oldest project that I have right now in my going, and that's approximately what it could look like. Of course, you can change all the colors, and mine are looking slightly different than what's in this sample. So it's being stitched on 18 count, was that mono canvas, I guess you should call it. Let's see, brown canvas, 87 by 87. And what it looks like right now is this one. And I fudged a little bit because turns out that on one side I did over 1 thread extra. So when I go down, I have to fudge on both sides a little bit. So it's tiny bit more oblong, well, in the length longer than in the square. But this is what it looks like right now. So there's still, like, I think like a 3 different sections to add, plus this is not fully done yet to add in here. But I want to continue work and hopefully concentrate on it next year. I love it that it's all specialty threads and specialty stitches and the beads, but it takes me a little bit longer than regular stitch to do, because some of those specialty stitches I've never done before, and I can't find all of the instructions. So or if it would have been easier if she called a specific stitch and then I could look it up online, but I have some instructions left and I can't find her contacts anywhere that she would be posted. So I'm just floating by myself and kind of enjoying trying to invent something of my own. So color wise is slightly different, how it's laid out, some of the parts slightly different than original, but that's okay because nobody would know, right? So that would be my another possibility of doing replacement from those 6 that I would finish within those 3 months, because game would continue for 3 months. Also, besides that, I have several projects that I work on each month, and one of them would be my very oldest whip, and it's free pattern offered by Brooks Books on her website, Stitches Alphabet, and my plan is to finish it this year, and this is what I have so far. So that's only left for September, October, November, and December, separate letters. And this is what it looks like. So it has, like we had for variegated stitch thread or stitches. It has back stitching, it has a cryonic, it has different beads and some specialty stitches. So anyway, this is gonna be finished by the end of the year, if everything goes as planned. So far this year it was. So I'm gonna be working at least 3 letters during the game for this whip. So that's my oldest whip, and this was my second oldest whip so far. So that would be something I'll be working each month. Also, one of the projects that I work each month is one of my very old, well, big by size, I could say, projects. It's a full coverage. It's called Spoiled Child by Astra, and I have to pull her up because it's pretty big. So I'm just going to show you what I have right now, which location. Here it is. I pulled you up a little bit more, and my Spoiled Child right now is in here. So I have to finish this row by the end of the year, which is not humongous amount. The way I planned is I'm already a little bit ahead, so that's great news, and I'm gonna finish at least this row. and same was gonna continue next year with the brand new row. So I'm gonna be working on this each month, also certain amount of stitches. It used to be like a 3,700 stitches, but now since I'm ahead, it doesn't need to have that many. But anyway, this is my spoiled child, and I'm stitching this full cross on 18 count 8 up 2 over 1. So that is going to be another of my monthly projects. And there's another one. Well, I can't find right now where the picture is, but I might insert it. But this is what it looks like right now. It's Aileen and Rowan, or Beloved as we're known. But I started this by pattern by Heaven Inner Designs, but decided to make it into something smaller. So I had somebody I know, Astra, to make it have it in a smaller size, and I'm stitching on a smaller count fabric. So my plan is already done for this year, so I decided by the end of the year I'd like to put another little bit smaller row, but something in a row, because my plan is to finish it next year. So still I'm gonna work on that each month. I've started this piece, when did they start? February 2, 2021, but it's full coverage also, and I want to finish it. So it doesn't have a lot of colors, only 21 symbols, and that's why it's going a little bit faster than my spoiled child. So I don't want to set it aside, and I want to work on that each month. So that's gonna be another one of my monthlies, and there's one more left. And that would be this, my Girl Ghost, my biggest project ever started so far. I'm doing that half stitch on a 25 count, and right now I'm working on it too. So this is what it looks like, and I think I'm gonna put them, hopefully at least a couple of hundred stitches more in this piece, and I'll have to stop because next month is gonna start. So this is what the row looks like, and I'm working just this piece. So this I want to work at least several days each month to put in, and it's as you can see, not very fun colors, but slowly I'm gonna be filling it in, and yeah. So I'm about like here where there's her hair floating. So slowly I'm working to the right, and that would be my last piece that I always try to do each month. So that's all right now, and these are my plans. I'm gonna roll each time this dice and see which number is gonna fall, and I'm gonna write it down. So I want to do either like a 500 stitches at a time, for example, one of these, right, or that, or finish up the part, like would be at least one top, depends on how many stitches. So but minimum is gonna be 500 for regular stitches, and that includes this, or like I do certain section. It depends how fast it's gonna go. So, and then I'm gonna roll again the dice and see what it falls on again, and by the end, if I see that certain things not finished, I might start putting on that piece a little bit more work. But that's my plan so far, and I know some of you been playing with this along with me, and I think it helps at least me to get rid of some of projects by the end of the year. And that's the way I've decided to start this kind of game. Give myself 3 months and get some finishes by the end of the year. So hope you join me in this venture again if you've done it before, or if not, if you want to try, you're welcome to try. It would be great to hear from you in the comments below if it helped you before, or if you want to try, and let's chat this way. So hope you're gonna enjoy watching me working on these projects. I know they're very small, but you'll also see each month those bigger projects stitch on. So we'll see what kind of adventures I delve in. Maybe I'll start probably a few more pieces, but we'll see. It would be nice to start all of those that I've written down in the beginning of the year, and we'll have to follow that plan, hopefully, and give a satisfaction myself with that. So that's it for now, and just want to say good luck to you all. Hopefully, good health, and until the next time, this was Jurgita saying bye bye.